What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lydell Dinero coming back with another episode of the Best of Bias podcast. One of the more important episodes of the Best of Bias podcast, if I was to say so myself, because tomorrow is the 55th Super Bowl for the NFL. If you know what I mean, let that be seen. So Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in the 55th, I should say, Super Bowl over in Tampa. Yeah, we at home in the Super Bowl. When I say we, you know who we talk about, Tampa, baby. We'll get into that and much, much more on this episode of the Best of Bias podcast. It's a Super Bowl pre-edition of the Super Bowl podcast. You know what it is. Get ready. Where my theme song at? It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. It's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast with Lydell Dinero and Hugo Twilight.
And we back, guys. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Today is Saturday night when I'm recording this and bringing it to you guys. I'm going to post it probably early tomorrow, so you guys can hear it before the actual Super Bowl happens. I don't know what the hell that was, but something just dropped and tried to scare me. Hope it ain't no ghost, because I'm trying to get a podcast out, man. But so I'm putting out early tomorrow morning, which is Sunday, just a little bit before the Super Bowl, so I can get you guys a little updated on what I think is going to happen, who are going to be my key players to the Super Bowl, a little bit of my predictions, because I've been staying kind of quiet on what I think is going to happen. I haven't been putting too much on, who I think is going to win and why and what they're going to do, because I don't want to jinx it, man. It's been since 2002 since we won a championship. I'm a Buccaneers fan, pretty much lifelong. Growing up, I like the Vikings a little bit. I like Randy Moss a lot, Dante Culpepper. But I was a Buccaneers fan through and through for the last 17 to 20 years. Seeing us through, seeing all the seasons go by of us having losing records, getting the first overall pick, top 5 picks. People calling us the Succaneers, being one of the most losing franchises in sports history is what they say. It's what Skip Bayless likes to say about us. But this year, I'm so proud of us, and I cannot, state enough how not only surprised or grateful or, there's many, many words I could say right now. I'm just so happy to see us back on top and back in a place where we should have been so long ago. I don't know why it took us so long. We have been through like 5-6 coaches, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, quarterbacks, linebackers, D linemen. I don't know. Only people that we've had pretty much that are still on the team that have been with us, like pretty much, I'm not going to say worse when I started becoming a fan, but just like when we became like relevant and we had players that could actually make a name for themselves and be on the map. Since the 2002 Super Bowl has been like Mike Evans, got Levante David. A lot of our well-known players, Gerald McCoy has left. A lot of players have left. Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams, Doug Martin, LeGarrette Blount, who else? Aqib Talib. I can name a whole bunch, even down to the people that are like less well-known. Adrian Claiborne, Vernon Hargraves. We've had a bunch of draft picks that have failed, and I'm a big sports guy. You guys know by now, listening to this podcast, that I get on here and tell you research on, combine, where they were drafted from college-wise, what high school they went to, how many stars they had, what recruiting class they came out of. So, I kind of research it down to the kind of nitty-gritty. And it's just been kind of difficult seeing these picks that we think get taken so high, and we think so highly of, and Mel Kiper and all of them can say these people are top picks, and they end up being bust year after year after year since 2002. I can't say everybody's been a bust, because we've had players here and there that we've actually just had to let go because of money wise and stuff like that. But we've had the Austin Safarian Jenkins of the world, just people that we thought were going to be such home runs for us and just never panned out. We've been sitting there teetering on okay and bad for so long that this year it's just been so great for me. Even just last year, having the last year of Jameis Winston and all the turnovers that he threw. He threw a lot of touchdowns, don't get me wrong, and he threw for a lot of yards, don't get me wrong, but those turnovers is one thing, but interceptions, he threw like 30 interceptions. It got real bad. You guys know, because you guys know the whole Jameis Winston debacle. Not only did he play bad, he was always in the media for doing the wrong thing. Nothing really changed as far as media now. It's like once Tom Brady hit our team, we just ran the media like every day, no matter what we were doing. Everything we did was relevant, which was a kind of new to me. Not kind of new, really new to me, because every day when I watch SportsCenter, I'll be happy to even get like half a segment of talking about the Buccaneers and what they were doing in the season. Now we're on, once Tom Brady stepped foot in Tampa, we're on every segment of every sports show. So shit has changed, and I'm so happy that the Vita Veas of the world, like I said, Levante David, Mike Evans, got to experience this season, had a winning season. If you guys didn't know, Tom Brady joined the Buccaneers this season. And I'm sorry, you guys, I am supposed to be talking about the Super Bowl right now, but as you know, it's probably going to end up me talking a lot about the Buccaneers because I'm a Buccaneers fan, and we in the goddamn Super Bowl, damn it, so let me talk my shit. But anyways, yeah, so our team has been doing a lot of building over the years, and I've been telling everybody I know, if you know me and I know you, you know I've been talking about the Buccaneers at least once in my life to you and telling you how much of a diehard fan I am and how much this draft pick or that draft pick is going to change our team, and we're going to the Super Bowl this year, we're going to the Super Bowl that year. Man, I'm glad that I kept saying that, because once it actually does happen, it makes it that much more sweet, because I was telling you the whole time that this shit was going to go down, and it's actually going down. So it's actually awesome for me, and I'm happy to see what's coming for my team and what's going to happen tomorrow. Mike Evans has come a long way. He's never been given the credit, really, in my opinion. He hasn't been given the credit he deserved as being one of the top receivers, if not top 5, in the NFL. He's had a couple seasons where he had a lot of drops and stuff like that, but that's the only reason I can say he shouldn't be top 5. He actually just made history for being the youngest player to have consecutive seasons of 1,000 yards. I think he's been in the league 7 seasons now, and he's had 1,000 yards every season. Even the season before last, he only had 10 games, only played 10 games, and he had over 1,000, over 1,100 yards. And it's just I'm so happy to see him actually playing in playoff games for the first time, and actually, playing in 3 playoff games, and now getting to the Super Bowl, trying to win the big game. I'm happy for him. He played with Johnny Manziel. Just imagine if he didn't end up on the Buccaneers, or he ended up playing with Johnny Manziel or stayed on the track that Johnny Manziel was on. He would never make it to this point now. But man, again, the Tom Brady effect. I know you guys hear about Tom Brady all the time in the media, and know a lot about Tom Brady. So I'm not even gonna harp on Tom Brady that much. I'm just gonna tell you guys about the players around him that deserve to be here, and why I'm gonna start with just telling you why I think they're going to be game changers, and that can give us a chance to win. And then I'm going to go over to the Kansas City side and just kind of let you guys know what's going to challenge us, basically, and why I think they could win and why I think they may win. And then basically I'm going to give my end scores and my predictions, and that's how I'm going to end it off. But back to the Buccaneers, because I got a lot to say to y'all, man, because I haven't really talked about them starting from when we played the Vikings, and that's when we started this win streak we're on right now. We're on like a 7-game win streak. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We had to win out basically to go 11-5, and then since then we've been winning every playoff game, obviously, to stay alive. So we're on a 7-game winning streak. If we can go out and win the Super Bowl, that'll be 8. That'll be amazing for the young 43-year-old. Like I did to the young 43-year-old, man, because he's balling out. Nobody thought he would be balling like this. And he's made some mistakes. Hasn't been a flawless season at all. I think he's at 40 touchdowns and about 12 interceptions, 12 to 16. I'm not too sure exactly on the interceptions, but I know it's nowhere near 30. And that's all it really took, because he threw for 4,600 yards at 43, and I think that's a franchise record. In his first year with us, he broke the franchise record for yards. And I think he tied the record for touchdowns thrown, because he threw 40 just like Jameis did last year, I think. So, and he's been throwing more in the postseason. So, man, it's crazy at 43. He can just go there and change our change our team so much. And it's crazy too because Brad Johnson, when he won the Super Bowl with us, he was hella old too. So maybe that's good fortune for us. And we're gonna wear the same colors as we did in the Super Bowl, I believe. Yeah, because we were the way. Yeah, I think so. So hopefully we get some good fortune. A lot of players that I'm looking for to do well in this game. I'm looking for a Gronk sighting. He hasn't really done much in the playoffs thus far, except for that Washington game. He did have a big catch to seal the game off, a really big catch. He's been doing great all season, but he hasn't really been doing like much lately. There's been a lot of Cameron Brate, a lot of Chris Godwin, a lot of Mike Evans. So I can expect him to see some balls this week. I can see Antonio Brown to be a game changer as well. I don't know how many reps he's actually going to get because he is coming off an injury. Goddamn speed racers. My block is always filled with speed racers, so don't mind, Go Gadget just speeding down the street. But yeah, some of the players I think that are going to kind of just change the game, get back on track with that. It's like Chris Godwin, I know he's going to get his touches, but I'm really expecting Antonio Brown and Gronk to get involved because I know they're probably going to double up on Mike Evans. They have one of their best corners probably on Chris Godwin. So we're going to have Scott Miller, Tyler Johnson, Gronk, all the people that are not expected to get off that Tom Brady is used to finding, the little slot guys, the outlet routes that are just not the deep routes that the big guys are taking, the most popular guys are taking. And you can find those guys. Tyler Johnson, a rookie out of Minnesota, balling out. He was like a 5th, 6th round pick for us, and he's balling out. He made a crucial 3rd down catch against the Packers. He scored like 3 touchdowns this season as a rookie, getting his burn. And he's like the 4th receiver, 5th receiver on the depth chart. So this game is going to be filled with weapons. You guys already know that. Just filling you guys in. So, if they score a touchdown, you could be like, oh, yeah, I told you. Patrick told you. Lydell Dinero told you. But yeah, who else? Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones. We're gonna need them to pound that line of scrimmage. I know you got Chris Jones there in the middle for the Chiefs, but playoff Lenny. That's what we're calling Leonard Fournette right now. He really revitalized his career this season. If you can just continue to show his ass, which means get off and just keep scoring touchdowns, running that rock, getting at least 4 yards of carry. Ronald Jones coming in and spell him, giving a change of pace, being a quick scat back as well as having some power to run over some people. He always gets positive yards when he comes in to spell Leonard Fournette. Get some LaShawn McCoy catches in there out of the backfield as well. Get everybody involved, man, because we're going to need it because there's going to be a lot of points that need to be scored. But so with that being said, I got to talk about the defense real quick. Lavonte David and Devin White. That's where everything is going to start because, Travis Kelce is going to be out there. These little guys are going to do all these slants and these gadget routes. We're going to need Lavonte David and Devin White to be super attentive. Devin White sitting at 140 tackles this season in the regular season with 9 sacks, man. Get some interceptions out there, man. Use those skills and instinctiveness in coverage so we can shut down some of those Kelce routes and some of them Tyreek Hill routes. Pringle's going to get a lot of burn today because we don't know if Sammy Watkins is going to be fully healed from that. I think it's a hamstring injury. And then you had Demarcus Robinson had the contact tracing, so we don't know how condition he's going to be ready for there. So just got to watch and shut down Tyreek Hill, bracket his ass, put Jamel Dean on him. Jamel Dean didn't play last time we played the Chiefs. He's like our 6'3" corner, ran a 4'2", 4'3", and can run with Tyreek. Just gadget him out, not gadget him out. Just use 2 cornerbacks, bracket his ass on the left side. And then for the other side, you can use our best corner, which is Carlton Davis, who got toasted by Tyreek Hill last time. Can use him to lock down the other receiver, the number 2 receiver, and take it away. They called that the Bill Belichick method. You use your best corner on their number 2 and then double team their number 1. And that kind of evens it out. You can eliminate the number 2 from the game at all and just pay a lot of attention to the 1 and just keep them bracketed. So hopefully they can do that with Tyreek Hill. The linebackers, like I said, we got 2 pretty quick linebackers, 2 of the fastest linebackers in the NFL. So I think Devin White ran a 4.3. Lavonte David probably running a 4.4. So those guys can run sideline to sideline and keep them at bay. And just our D-line going up against their fractured O-line is going to have to be the key. Vita Vea last week did a great job of eating up the middle and helping us get pressure on the quarterback. JPP is going to be taking on a backup right tackle. Shaq Barrett's going to be taking on a backup. Their right guard's a backup. Their left guard is a backup as well because their guard opted out at the beginning of the season. So this D line that's coming alive in the playoffs is actually going to be able to feast against some backups that have been doing all right this season, but they did so well against the O-line of the Saints and the Green Bay Packers. So they should be able to eat in this game. And if we can do that and get to Patrick Mahomes, everybody knows how fast he gets rid of the ball. So if he gets rid of the ball super fast like he usually does, and they still get big gains and stuff like that, we're going to have to live with it. But we're going to have to be able to rush with 4, play some zone on some players and play some man on other players and get stuff done. Because if we don't, we saw what happened last time. They can put up 17 points on us before we know it, and we can play, trying to dig ourselves out of a hole. And when we do that, we make mistakes, and we can't do that. Also, we got Ryan Suckup, our kicker. He's been great for us all year. He's missed a couple extra points here and there, but, traditionally the Buccaneers kickers have been really, really, really bad and putting us in precarious situations all season, hell of seasons. Like in the past, it's been like a hex that's been put on us for years and years, and we're just now being able to get a consistent kicker that can actually do what we need them to do. Damn, there's a lot of fucking cars driving by. I'm trying to tell a story about the Buccaneers. Get the fuck out of my podcast. Excuse my language, guys. But yeah, we've been historically bad at the kicker position, and this year our kicker has been doing great. He's been doing great. So if we can keep that up, if we can keep the scoring up with the Chiefs, because we know they're going to score, I'm going to get to their team in a bit, and just shut down what they have, which is their primary 2 guys. They have 2 guys. There's a primary, Pro Football Focus list that came out with the top 15 players in the game. The top 3 were all Chiefs players, but the other 15 were basically 12 out of the rest of the 15 were all Buccaneers players. So we have the depth on them. If we can just shut down their big play players and not get beat by the stupid shit we got beat by in the first quarter of last game, because we came back on them last time they played us over in Tampa. We lost by 3 ultimately, but man, we just got to be able to shut down what they got going, get popping what we got going, because whoever punts the most times is going to lose the game. Because if we punt a whole bunch of times to Mahomes, no, we can't stop him every single time. It's not realistic, because he will score. But as for the Kansas City side, I think a lot of their game plan is going to be centralized around Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, because they're pretty much unguardable. They're going to scheme a lot of ways to get them open. We know that, especially Tyreek Hill in space, he can make anything happen. We saw that in the Buffalo game. We saw that the last time they played us. So we really want to make it hard for them to get the ball to their big play guys, big weapon guys. We want to get to the quarterback as fast as possible. We want to make sure Patrick Mahomes is pressured. A lot of the games, I've been hearing other podcasts where he was pressured, and he got into shootouts and people were getting in his face. They were able to get into closer games with him. You just got to get pressure on him. The Panthers were able to. The Raiders obviously were able to, because they won that game. There's a lot of stuff that it takes to beat Patrick Mahomes, but I think if we can play fundamentally sound football, we can make it happen. And I think we can do it, man. It's just a lot of stuff that has to go right for us, and a lot of stuff that we have to be fundamentally sound on, because Patrick Mahomes can throw the ball from any platform off of any foot. He can throw it across his body, 50 yards across his body. And then once those players catch the ball, whether it be Pringle, Tyreek Hill, Kelsey's not as fast and good in open space, but any of those other guys get the ball in open space, they can take that 10-yard pass 100 yards. So we have to be fundamentally sound. And the running backs, I mean, I'm not too worried about their running backs, because, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is coming off an ankle injury, didn't do too much last game. And I think Le'Veon Bell's coming off injury as well. And all season, we haven't given up a lot of rushing yards as a team in general. So I'm expecting us to be able to shut that down, especially with a healthy Vita Vea. At the beginning of the season, before he went down, we were shutting shit down, like holding teams like 78 yards rushing average on the game. So I feel like if we shut down the rushing and just take care of this passing game, do not let Mahomes beat us, get him on the turf, get some turnovers. Even if we do bend don't break, get some turnovers in the end zone, make them put the game in their kickers' hands. I think we can win. I think we can win. I think that was kind of one-sided, don't you think? That was kind of one-sided, but I do want to get into some predictions. All right, so me personally, I think the Buccaneers, I'm going to say they're going to win. I don't know by how much, man. A lot of these games in the playoffs, I haven't really been expecting us to win, man. You haven't heard a prediction from me. You haven't heard a, ooh, we going to whoop their ass. We ain't going to do this. We going to do that. Man, it's been mostly just wait and see type stuff with me. So it's the first time I'm actually going to give a prediction, and it's only because it's the Super Bowl. I really hope I don't jinx myself, but I think we can put up 30, 31 points, and I think 30 to 24. I want to say 30 to 24. Maybe 31-24, but I'm going to say 30 to 24. We win by 7. We cover the spread. Everybody wins their money. They put money on big Tom Brady. Tom Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl. I don't think he retires, because if he retires, that puts a whole big damper on our draft plans. And I don't know what the hell we do if we don't freaking keep Tom Brady a couple 2 or 3 years. So as long as Tom Brady's playing good, as long as we have Tristan Wirth, we draft another lineman, I think we'll be all right. So I think 30 to 24. MVP going to, I want to say Devin White so bad, so I'm going to say it. Devin White, come on, Devin, get the MVP, get interceptions, scoop and score or something. Hold these fools to 24 points, make my prediction right. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick and just let you guys know what I thought about the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl came. I just got done recording WandaVision episode 5 review and anime episode with AKA. You guys go check that out. It'll be out Monday, actually. This episode I'm going to have out, like I said, tomorrow before the Super Bowl. I'm just hoping Tom Brady goes out there and shows everybody he's the unanimous GOAT. There's nobody out there that's better than him at the quarterback position. Now my dogs are barking. I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. I got to be more professional about this, but it's Dog Saturday, I guess. So I guess everybody got their dogs over. But yeah, let's go Tom Brady. Get your 7th ring. Do it for Giselle. Do it for the family. We at home in Tampa. Shout out everybody in Tampa out there. Be safe. You know where to find your boy at. SAC_Lydell on Instagram. Patrick_Lydell on Snapchat. The Best of Bias podcast on YouTube. Best of Bias on Instagram. You know where to find us at. And you guys stay blessed. Hey, man. Let's go Tampa. You guys know we need Tampa to win this game. Do it for the culture.